welcome everyone to the first Ospology Live North America legal edition. I'm truly happy to have you here, spend the time with all of us today. I think this is really a special event. We have it's an hybrid format, so we already have I think around 20 attendees, virtual attendees registering and attending virtually, dialing from all over the world. And we also have here with all of you in-person attendees. So before getting started with the presentations, the panel discussions, and the roundtable happening during the afternoon, just a quick overview on why doing this, why doing Ospology Live, and a little bit of background, right? So Ospology Live is not a new thing. It started in Europe, Ospology Live Europe edition last year, and we successfully finished one. We successfully held one in the Netherlands, in Germany, and in Sweden. And each of these Ospology Live Europe had their unique core themes, their unique discussions, because, well, Europe is a big thing, right? Like, we have different countries, and each of these countries, there are open source program offices or similar open source initiatives having different challenges, maybe like dealing with specific regulations within their own countries, maybe also focus on more how to more seasoned OSPOs and more beginner OSPOs willing to start the journey. So the core concept of Ospology Live is to make it a small space to enable these conversations that maybe in big events we are not able sometimes to have it. So we had this Ospology Live Europe a slightly bit different from this one. This is legal focus, and the core goal of that, or what we are aiming to have today, is try to explore this intersection between artificial intelligence, open source, and cloud native under the lens of an OSPO or people working at OSPOs and the legal teams. So we are trying to, or aiming to bridge this gap between legal teams and OSPOers, and that's why we have our co-organizers, Cloud Native, XPDX, Tutor Group, OpenSSF, OpenChain, and LFA and Data, helping with this summit. So I'm gonna be really quick. Today is we have a packed agenda. So right after the welcome, we will be starting a panel discussion on the role of open source in cloud native and generative AI. We will have then a 5 minutes break, and we will move then to a presentation on patent role activity in cloud native and risk mitigation strategies, followed by a 10 minutes break. And we will then move into AI compliance programs, a panel discussion, and finally finish this panel session with Mirko presenting about recent advancement in EU policies and the impact on open source software. During these breaks, I really encourage you to go to the Flipboard we have at the top of here, and maybe choose the topic and vote for what kind of themes you would like to be talking about during the roundtable discussions. So the roundtable discussions will happen after lunch. It will be like 45 minutes, and it's in a conference style. So what does that mean? It means that you get to choose the topic. So there we have our friend Ospoti saying, please write the topic you would like to discuss. So during these breaks, I really encourage to go write your topic, or if you don't have a topic of mind, maybe you have something that you really, really want to talk about that someone else added, just vote for that. And I also want to mention that roundtable discussions are governed under Chatham House rules. For those unfamiliar with Chatham House rules, it's basically you can share the information you receive or you have in these roundtable sessions, but you cannot mention who says it. So you cannot mention the affiliation of that person or the person itself. In past Ospology Lives, we try to encourage to promote this open knowledge. So for those who maybe cannot attend, or they are on different time zones, or really difficult time zones for them to attend right now and watch these streaming sessions, we try to have this final output recorded in one of our reports, that is Ospology. So during the roundtables, each roundtable will have a scribe, and they will need to submit the summary notes via the Ospology GitHub discussions. The link is over there. And also, I will later reach out to all the speakers to hopefully also share the presentation slides on the same Ospology GitHub discussions. If you have any issues, you are unfamiliar using GitHub, there's no issues, just email me and I will do that submission for you. Also, friendly reminder on, so as any other LF event, this is governed by the Code of Conduct of Linux Foundation and Antitrust Policy. And I don't know how many of you are familiar with TODO Group. If not, we are part of the organizing team. We are the Linux Foundation OSPO community of practices. And if you would like to get started into the community or to join as general member, we have a beautiful new Get Started page. So people can just go there and check for more information. And saying that, yeah, thank you so much. Enjoy, learn, exchange information. I think it's one of the core objectives of today's event. Thank you so much for our amazing organizers and co-organizers. And I will lead to the first panel of the day. Thank you.